Hey there, I'm Stephanie Koslow with Resident Magazine, bringing you the brand new series called People, Places, and Possibilities. And my friends, this is about you, Wesley Chapel, New Tampa. This is about the people you know, the places you go, and the possibilities that flow in and around this area. Because let me tell you, there is so much talent, there is so much inspiration to be found in this area, and there are so many people who are change makers, who are making big changes starting here in Wesley Chapel, but the ripple effect is taking it further. So join us for People, Places, and Possibilities. The largest ice rink in the southeast of the United States is being built right here in Wesley Chapel. We sat down with one of the owners and developers, Gordy Zimmerman, to get all the details. Take a look at what we found. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Your family is number one.
Do you know anything about any additional hotels or economic
Oh
development?
yeah. I think I know for a fact that the Holiday Inn here wouldn't even have come aboard unless we had committed to building the facility. They wanted to actually see that we were under construction, and then they committed. A facility of this nature would probably utilize anywhere from 10 to 15 hotels during a big event, and we have already booked some of those events. And we've been involved with Ed Com, the tourism director for Pasco County, and also the sports and tourism director of Hillsborough County.
Okay.
And both of them are promoting the facility already because of the hotel impact, heads and beds, and what it'll do to the area, the economic engine that it'll be. It's becoming world recognized, as a training center for elite athletes, a developmental center for future athletes. Florida Hospital's involvement has really ignited awareness, with their sports performance and injury prevention, the way kids are training nowadays. And then we'll have a lot of the adult programs, which we'll have Adult Nationals is booking with us. It's a big tournament that they do, and they love to come to Florida, and this building has really kept them with that process for long term to be here in Florida because of the size of it.
What sports programs or kids programs will be available?
Into our building at age 3 and 4, and they'll get into developmental skating programs, which is the learn to skate to play or learn to skate to perform. So we'll have a school that will teach them on 7-week progressions, and when they get into even actually prior to that, they may do a street hockey, non-ice that we can do in the building as well. So they can go two ways. They can go straight into skating, or they can go into learn how to play hockey and then learn how to skate to play hockey.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of that going on, and then they'll transition from there into the recreational leagues that we'll have for kids. And then we'll do a lot of camps and clinics along the way.
If you've been in the Wesley Chapel area for any amount of time, you are well aware that the Bruce B. Downs corridor has been changing rapidly. Every week, new businesses are opening up. So how do we keep up with that? How do you know if your new favorite dog groomer just opened up shop? Or how do you know that the new Mediterranean restaurant has amazing food and quite possibly the best baklava in the world? We are here to help. We have the Inn with many of the local business owners, and we're here to take you to the most unique and most fabulous places here in Wesley Chapel and New Tampa, both new and old, so that you can know what's around. Hey there, this is Stephanie. I'm here with Mitzi Richardson of Nutrimost in Wesley Chapel, and we are going to do a health scan on me. So Mitzi, can you explain a little bit about what we're going to do during this process and what I'm about to get myself into?
Sure. So what this system does is highly advanced, and it's actually sending frequencies into your body, and it's testing based upon a baseline or a normal. That's what it's going to do first, is it's going to set your baseline. It's going to find out what your normal residence is, and then it's going to test over 2,800 different biomarkers in your body. Every organ, if you have viruses going on, bacteria, parasites, all kinds of things, and it's going to see what things are in balance and what things are out of balance. So it takes about 10 to 12 minutes. And we can use this for various things. We can look for specific things, an overall nutritional scan, or for what you're doing today, not that you need it, but we're just doing this today as a fat loss scan.
Yes, please.
So that's what we primarily do here at Nutrimost, is help people lose weight, but we can do lots and lots of different things. So you're going to put your hand on this scanner, and you're going to make sure that all of these silver things turn yellow. That means you're making good contact.
Okay, I'm
Which you
really
are.
nervous.
Oh, there's no reason to be nervous. And it takes about 10 minutes, like I said, and it does start scanning once it makes good contact.
Okay, so
And
we're
so
good.
what it's-
Everything's yellow.
Yes.
Okay.
So what it's doing right now is it's getting your baseline. Every single thing on this planet, every organ, every substance, every food, everything, every oak tree, every food you eat, they all have a resonant frequency that they resonate at, and science now can detect that using technology that we have today. All right, so this is your fat loss roadmap, as we call it, which is basically like your protocol for how you're going to lose weight the most effectively possible. So this first page just basically explains to you what the actual test is doing and what it's looking for and how it works and stuff like that.
Hi everybody, I'm Bob Thompson, and it's my pleasure to bring you the very first Possibility segment of Wesley Chapel New Tampa Resident Magazine. In this segment, we get to meet James, a very, very special young man with autism who has an extremely special gift to share with the world. More importantly, we're going to hear his complete story from his mother's perspective, who tells a little bit about how she discovered his autism and how she was able to foster this extremely special gift that James now shares with the community at large.
By the time he was 3, he was given the diagnosis of autism, and a few others as he got older, like Tourette's and Asperger's. And so it's been a battle, because there's the education side of it, and there's the medical side of things. But he was a fighter. He's always been a fighter, and he used the music really to overcome. Around about that time was when I first noticed a distinct improvement and a difference and a change in his ability to learn and the way he was learning. And music was such a therapy for him that he just blossomed from middle school onwards. It really did, because one of the things with the autism was his lack of concentration, and he wasn't able to focus on something for any length of time. But with the music, he plays for hours. He does play for hours and practice, so that gave him a focus, and he was able to relay it into his schooling and into his education process, and even other areas where he had some difficulties maybe in his motor skills and things like that, and he was able to transfer that music into his way of maturing and developing his skills, and it's been phenomenal really. Everyone's story is different, but it's the same solution. Just keep pushing, keep going. Just seek help when you need it, because there were times when I thought, okay, I can deal with this by myself, but generally it's a lot to take on by yourself. So do seek help, seek advice, speak to somebody else who's going through a similar situation. Just don't try and do it alone, but be encouraged. Be encouraged.